Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Drusilla Shay if you don't know already, and today I'm going to be going through my closet essentials. This is not a one size fits all kind of thing. Everybody may have a variety and what they consider a closet essential, but for me, I am here to show you guys what I think is very important to have in my closet. Probably like a handful of years ago, I realized that my closet was actually filled with a lot of statement pieces, colorful, not everyday kinds of pieces, and it got to a point where it was actually kind of hard for me to put outfits together. So I realized that these really basic pieces are actually quite essential to my everyday dressing. So let's get started. So guys, as you can see, a lot of the things that I have on this rack, well, everything I have on this rack is very neutral. This is also the winter edition. I have certain things that I consider essential for every season. You are definitely gonna see a lot of black here, okay? It's in my New Yorker DNA. Something that is really great about neutral tones is that it goes with anything, and that is the reason why I see it as so essential, because you don't need to figure out what goes with black, what goes with white, what goes with denim. It goes with everything, and so it really takes the guesswork and hard work out of that. So the first thing that I will be going through are coats. I think it's really important to have two kinds of coats, one a peacoat and one a puffer coat. The reason why I think it's great to have two is because puffer coats are way more functional, and so when it comes to actually like insulating heat and keeping you warm, I find that puffer coats are actually way more effective. But I also see puffer coats as a way more casual thing, and so that's why I also have the option of a peacoat. Now this is one of the peacoats that I have. I didn't want to show you guys my black one that I wear all the time because it's busted, but I just want to, you know, at least have one here for you guys to see. A lot of peacoats give off a more dressy, put together look, and so for example, if I'm wearing a gown or if I'm wearing a dress, I'm less likely to wear a puffer coat on top of it. If I'm going to a wedding or an event in the middle of the winter, I would definitely prefer to complement the dressy look by putting on a peacoat rather than a puffer coat, and so that's why I like to have that kind of variety. However, when it comes to peacoats, I don't find many that are super warm, and so I actually don't wear them that much in the winter, but I usually wear on a case-by-case basis. Now I pulled out this white puffer coat for you guys to see, but ideally if you don't have a black puffer coat, I wouldn't recommend that you jump and get a white one first, because the black one is, you know, one of those staple coats that you can wear all the time, and it doesn't, you know, show wear or show, you know, dinginess and dirt really quickly, and so you're able to go through the season without making it look dirty after a week, right? But something like this kind of white coat, I actually can't wear this too much because it is even starting to discolor a little bit, although I've washed it, and that's just the thing with white. It just shows that wear in a shorter period of time compared to black. This is just more of my, you know, nice to have kind of item, and I usually keep it covered in the closet because I don't want it to discolor more than it needs to. Next up, we're going to be moving to the blazer. Now I think that blazers are really great to have. It's one of those things that can be dressed up or dressed down. A blazer look doesn't always look very dressy. I've seen blazers worn with sweats. I've seen blazers worn with jeans. So it honestly can go with a variety of things, but something that I really like is having a blazer with one of those neutral prints and patterns. So this is like a little plaid john. It's something light, so it does have some type of extraness to it. It's not just like a plain black blazer or plain white blazer. However, it is still neutral enough where it can go with pretty much most things. It can be worn to a job interview, a party, a restaurant. Like there's just so many settings where blazers are appropriate, and so I think it's one of those things that are really great to have in your wardrobe. Now speaking of one of those things that are really great to have in your wardrobe, a white collared shirt. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking like, duh, but believe it or not, some people actually just don't have a white collared shirt, but they have like other kinds of shirts. There have been times where I've been helping people style things, and I'm like, okay, do you just have like a simple white shirt or a simple black shirt? And they're like, no. And I'm like, Of course, no judgment here, because there have been times where I definitely was not concerned about basics, but I realized that it's just important to have those staple things in the closet so that when it comes time to just putting a base outfit together, I'm not caught up. Just like the blazer, it could be dressed up, it could be dressed down. I mean, you could wear open clothes with a belt tucked in. Like, there's just so many ways to wear a collared shirt. I actually did an IGTV video sometime last year showing all the different ways that you can wear a collared shirt. It is very versatile, and that's why it's also great to have those base things in your closet. Now, when it comes to the winter, okay, our necks need protection too. And so I recommend and I love turtlenecks. So I have here a regular turtleneck, and then I also have a mock turtleneck. Now, the reason why I have both options is because some people simply don't really like turtlenecks. And so mock turtlenecks are a great alternative because it doesn't give that full-on turtleneck look, but it does have that very sophisticated look, which I love. And it's also a really great staple, keeps you warm. These are things that you can wear with like anything. And when it comes to turtlenecks, they can be dressy or they can be dressed down. Now, before I move on to the next thing, I chose to do the turtleneck as my sweater of choice. But if anyone, you know, prefers cardigans or, you know, just really chunky sweaters, then of course go for your sweater of choice or your warm piece of choice.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
How you doing? I would really appreciate if you go ahead and press that red subscribe button, and while you're at it, please go ahead and turn on the bell notification button so that anytime I post, you'll be up to date. All right, guys, back to this video. Okay, moving on to the next thing. These are really basic shirts from Walmart. If you like crew necks better, by all means, go for it. I actually do prefer crew necks as well, but as long as it's fitted, I don't mind a V-neck. These are really good to have because if you just want to do something really basic, you can have that option with these kinds of shirts. And the great thing about it too is that it can be worn underneath things. So just like how I brought the blazer out, you can wear something like this under a blazer in the middle of the winter. Definitely having some basic tanks are super important for me because I do wear things under my clothes, whether they're a cardigan sweater or whether I'm wearing it under a blazer, or sometimes the pieces that I buy are a little transparent, and so I like having things, you know, that I can wear underneath to cover myself. And even if something is really low cut, sometimes I just need like a good old tank to just cover up the girls. And the great thing about pieces like this is that they are important year round. It's actually not only a winter essential, it's a spring essential, summer essential, fall essential. Okay, so next up, I have a pair of simple black pants. Sometimes all you just need is a basic bottom, and black pants will always do it. Now, the reason why I like these straight leg kind of fit is because I don't always want like a really wide leg. My wide leg pants just look a little bit more dressier, even if they're not. But what I really do like about straight leg is, once again, it could be dressed up and dressed down. And when it comes to these black pants, I can wear it with so many things. Everybody should have a pair of black pants. Alrighty, so here I have a pair of blue jeans. I think that it's really great to have a good pair of jeans in your closet. Now, I got this from American Tall. I recently got it, and when I did, ciao, I was wearing it all the time because it just fit so good and the quality is great. And so you want it to have good quality if you know that you're going to be wearing it quite often. And in my opinion, I think that whatever wash you prefer the most is probably the pair of jeans you should definitely always have in your closet. So if you prefer a dark wash, then you should have that in your closet first before, you know, getting a wash that you're kind of just like experimenting with. Now, last but not least, when it comes to the clothing portions, are things that will be comfortable. And so here I have a pair of sweatpants. Here I have a pair of leggings. All these things are wonderful, but you don't always want to have something really tight or something constricting, or you don't want to always have something that is stiff like a pair of jeans. And so that's why it's great to have options such as either leggings or sweatpants, because they're great for if you're chilling at home, if you want to run errands. It's really good to have these good basics and loungewear pieces in your wardrobe because they are everyday type of items, and especially if you spend a lot of time at home, these are gonna come in clutch. So on to the shoes. Here I have these Guess boots. They are combat boots, but the reason why I'm saying that boots are essential is because obviously in the winter, there's just weather conditions that are not favorable to nice shoes. And so you want something that's functional. Whatever kind of boot you need to get to keep you warm and to get you going through unfavorable conditions, then do that. Now, aside from functional boots, it's really nice to have a dressier boot or booty. You can have one with more of a heel. This is like more on the dressy side because as you can see, it has this like shiny patent leather look and it has a little heel. I really like the heel. It's definitely more comfortable than my skinnier heeled booties. And it's also very slim fit around my leg in the case where weather conditions aren't great, but you're still going out and you still want to look cute, you can and just throw on a boot and keep your feet warm. Now on to sneaks. Now honestly, I'm not the biggest sneakerhead, but I love sneakers. I love a sneaker look. I love how comfortable they are. I actually got these on Amazon because they have good under the foot support, but they feel like sock shoes. At this point, I've gotten to the habit of wearing these kinds of shoes everywhere. I have these also in black. I think it's really good to have a very comfortable sneaker in your wardrobe because obviously you're not going to be wearing heels all the time. You're not always going to want to throw on boots. Sometimes you might want that easy, comfortable thing to throw on. The reason why I'm showing you guys this color is because it's a darker color, and I think that it's great to have a darker color in the winter because you may not keep lighter sneakers as well in the winter and as clean in the winter. So it's good to also have a pair of sneakers that are a little bit darker that can take more of those conditions, if you know what I'm saying. Last but not least, I have a pair of pumps and a pair of flats. Not everybody is a fan of heels, and believe it or not, some people are actually not a fan of flats. For me, I like both. I think both are essentials because I wear heels and I get tired of wearing heels, so I have to switch to flats. If you're one to dress up and wear heels, obviously having a good sturdy heel is great to have. Honestly, to get a good heel, you don't have to break the bank. You can go to places like TJ Maxx, Burlington, Marshalls. They have good brands there without, you know, crazy prices. You can go to Macy's. They're always having a sale. Macy's always having a sale. And then on top of that, you want it to be comfortable. Well, for me, some people can wear an uncomfortable shoe and deal with it. I've done that for a lot of my life and now my feet are suffering. And so I decided I'm not going to keep doing that to myself anymore. Now, when it comes to the color, this is a color that can go with a lot. It's like this really beigey kind of color. I didn't pull out black. I think black is a great color to have, but also I feel like this can go with a lot as well. And then the same things for these flats. Of course, this will not be a great idea to wear if the floor is looking crazy outside and there's snow and stuff like that. But usually I wear these like from car to the building. Like, it's just really quick in the wintertime. In general, I love having flats because they're great not only for switching out heels for, but also in the springtime and in the summertime. So guys, that is it for this video. I've shown you all the things that I think are quite essential in my closet. For this video's giveaway, I am gonna be donating some money to an organization of your choice that gives to people in need. Now, of course, this giveaway is a little bit different. It's not so much of a giveaway to my audience directly, but it's a donation. But it will be an organization of your choice if you win this giveaway. And so follow the instructions down below, but I'll be leaving a question for you guys here in this video, which is part of the giveaway. We've just gone through all of these, what I call essentials. In life, essentials include a lot of things: food, water, breath. Okay, for me, last year was really an awakening to how many things I've taken for granted. So what I want to know from you guys is, based off of all of that, what are some essentials that you have taken for granted, and what do you plan on doing to change that perspective and actually start to appreciate those things? If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below in the comments box and I'll get back to you. But I would love to make this a conversation, and a very fruitful one at that. Please do not forget to subscribe, join the family, and turn on your bell notifications so that anytime I post, you will be up to date. And with that being said, deuces.